dancing on rainbows.
Good evening and welcome to Shadowrun's corporate news here on Hyper RPG. I am here with Mordecai.
Hi.
Once again to recap last week's episode, and then we're going to have a special guest, and then we'll dive into the week's occurrences on Shadowrun Corporate Sins and on the Corporate War. We're starting by recapping Shadowrun Corporate Sins. Apologies. But would you like to dive right into that and get it over with?
Do I get to tell them?
You do. You do get to tell them. Anything about last week?
I got to keep cornbread.
You got to keep cornbread.
Cornbread is my friend. He's a little cat. He's orange and white, and he's very sweet, and I love him a lot. And I don't know. There's some talk about diseases he may or may not have, but I don't care because he's my friend.
So, Cornbread.
Yes.
Cornbread the cat.
Yes.
Who may have diseases.
Well, I don't know. I'm not going to go get him tested because why find out things you don't want to know about?
Sure. So, they're not communicable, right? I mean, there's no reason to be concerned.
Well, I don't think so. I'm no doctor.
Oh, okay.
Or veterinarian.
Oh, okay.
I've been to a veterinarian once or twice. I don't want to talk about that, though.
Right. So, okay.
Well, we also started another job. Well, it's not technically a job. It's more of a favor that we're all doing for Cromwell, which is we tracked down his old, well, I guess he calls him his mentor / butler, but it seems more like he was a nanny type figure. His name is Pip, and he was living in London. And so we actually went to London to go find him, and that was an interesting experience. We went there, and we discovered him working in a fighting arena, which I'd never seen anything like that before, and it was actually pretty exciting. I kind of got into it myself. But it turns out Pip is addicted to beetles, which are better than life chips. They're
BTLs, beetles.
Yeah. It's people say beetles, but it's the acronym BTLs.
BTL.
And what they're chips that people with the right slot for them can insert in order to experience different things. And the simplest ones are just moods that you might feel for an hour or so, but they go on from there to all sorts of things, to actually reliving experiences of people and things like that. And they can be highly addictive. And it sounds like Pip had a bit of a beetle problem. He also has a bit of a problem with blackmail in that he is being blackmailed to keep fighting in the ring. Otherwise, the people who are currently supplying him with his beetles are going to expose his addiction to his more legitimate employers. It seems just Pip wants to be a nanny, and even though he's okay with the fighting, he doesn't really want to do it long term.
So Pip has a day job, but his night job is fighting in an arena to continue to supply his virtual reality drug habit.
Mm-hmm. It's very addictive from what I've heard, and very expensive. I've never really dealt in them myself. I've got my own problems that I deal with, but we all have problems. It's okay. It doesn't mean you shouldn't consider hiring me as a Shadowrunner. I'm available. You can reach my fixer Felix. He'll give you all of the information that you need. I always get the job done or your money back.
I think it's fair to say everyone is a little bit broken in their own ways.
Exactly.
Just different ways, and those differences make us
that's a good way of putting it. And I mean, he's doing okay. At least I didn't get a sense off of him that he's in such a state where he's really debilitated by his addiction. You know,
Yeah.
it's probably just something he does to take the edge off, which I can understand.
And it sounds really unfortunate. I mean, BTL's better than life chips. They're sim chips that are going to make you feel things to a more heightened extent than you actually can outside of the virtual realm, and that's a really
That's what I'm
difficult
told.
thing. Yeah.
It's they're powerful stuff. Anyway, we decided to go and look into the people who are currently blackmailing him. And last I checked, we were at a warehouse where we were pretty sure there were people from the organization called the Crows, and we're gonna do our best to eliminate any information they have on Pip, to at least give him a chance at really reclaiming his life for himself.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, you know, if he doesn't want to do the fighting, he shouldn't have to.
And everybody deserves that sort of second chance, that little bit of help here and there. Absolutely.
I
So
wanted to do the fighting, but they wouldn't let me.
that's too bad. What? Wait. Okay. So why wouldn't they let you?
I don't know.
You don't know.
They said there was no magic allowed, but I wasn't going to use my magic. I don't need to use my magic. I can do it without my magic. I mean, I'm not reliant on my magic for everything.
I think that you proved that, because didn't you and Fang, I believe it was, didn't you have a little?
We did, and I showed her. I showed her what I'm capable of, and she did well herself, and it was good. I think we had a lot of tension, and we aired some of that out, so that's a good thing. Good thing.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fantastic. So you're at this warehouse to
We're in there. We're going to investigate. We're going to see if we can find data that they're using in order to blackmail Pip, in order to eliminate that data. While we're there, we may see what they have as well in the order of BTLs or beetles, and see if we can't maybe score him some, so that he doesn't have to keep giving them so much money.
quite be so reliant. Yeah, absolutely. Well, hopefully that goes well for you all, and you can make enough money on your next run to maybe take Cornbread to the vet.
Yeah, well, I mean, he'll be fine. I'm not worried about it. He's a trooper.
Sure.
Again, if you have any work for me, please just reach out to my fixer. He's easy to find, and I'm good for it. I'm good. I'm a magician, full magician, very powerful, good at infiltration jobs. Whatever you need, I'm good for it.
Sure.
Could use the work.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for the recap. Good luck helping out Pip and on your next run and finding gainful employment. Thank you very much, Mordecai.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Can we get some hand sanitizer? Something to anything? No? Okay. And now our special guest is here. Welcome. This is the corporate head for Ares, I'm told. The mega corporation Ares Macro Technology.
Yes.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone.
And now I'm told you have something specific that you came all the way down to the studio to share or to present, or?
Yes, we have been working on arms and equipment for MFEC, and we will be presenting them this evening.
Let me just adjust the mic a little bit for you. Very important guest. So you'll be presenting specific armaments for these dangerous Shadowrunners.
Yes.
Very interesting. And you didn't bring them in with you, so we'll be presenting them to the runners after the show, presumably? Or they've been presented already? I don't know. They lock me in this room and don't let me out.
I believe I will be presenting them when we're done here. but
Excellent.
I could be mistaken.
Excellent. Well, welcome. Perhaps we can talk a little bit about what your perspective on the corporate metagame is.
Sure.
since you are one of the corporate heads. You're out of game and out of character. You're one of our chat moderators. This is Malhidael.
Hi.
Hopefully, I didn't brutalize the pronunciation.
Malhidael.
I just call
Pretty
him
close.
Mal.
Yep,
'cause
everybody
it's-
can call me Mal.
Yeah. But as a representative of Hyper RPG within the metagame, you represent Ares, the megacorp, and coordinate with all of your CEOs, I guess.
Yes.
Well, not CEOs.
Middle management.
Yes, middle management. To decide what different actions you're going to take each
Yes.
week. And you've already sent me the report. I saw you send it. We went live about a minute late on this show, and you sent it at 5:30 on the dot.
As
And
soon
I'm
as
like,
the
wow,
market closed, I wanted it sent because I knew I would be busy.
somebody has planned ahead, and I like it. I like
Yes.
it a lot.
My middle management did very well, mostly working on their own this week while I was out here.
Excellent. So, so the corporate metagame, for those of you that don't know, I see at least a few familiar faces, but not familiar from here. Some new faces in chat. The corporate metagame is a game that we've built around Shadowrun Corporate Sins, our Shadowrun RPG game that starts in just a little over 15 minutes. And it's this really cool thing that we're building that is getting even more exciting like every week. That is a great way for...
Sure, we can show them off.
All right. It's a great way for us to give back to the community and give you all a way to interact with the with the show itself, with the people that are on the show. But we have this super exciting thing. This is what I was hoping for. We're going to actually get to show off the gear that Ares has to present to MFEC. Here's Zach acting like a common production assistant
I
here.
have this nice case with Shadowrun Corporate Sins on the front.
You'll have to probably hold it up to
Yes.
the camera.
We have a nice Ares Predator pistol, emblazoned with the Hyper Rabbit, and of course the Ares logo. They are gas powered, and they come with certain tactical attachments in case you need to attempt to be silent.
How cool is this stuff, guys? Seriously. Oh, don't put that away. I want to play with it. Well, there's
lots. So there's two of those specifically.
These are toys. These are adult toys, not that kind of adult toys. Clear your mind.
So
These are no, well, I am the sniper type, so
that is the Ares Desert Strike, if I'm not mistaken.
I love it.
It is one of Elsie's.
Guys, I need one of these. Oh my goodness.
And as you can see, I've put the logos for Ares and the Hyper Rabbit on everything I was able to. And this is Cromwell's cane with the bear head.
I know, proper trigger discipline. Anna, what BP? Anna's guns, get down. It's fine. Do you see the little pink thing? I know, trigger discipline. That's what I said. And I moved my finger. It's a toy. It's just a really heavy toy. All right.
This is for Fang.
No, it's not.
It is for Fang.
It's for Fang.
See, I've added the accoutrements that Fang herself has said she puts on her equipment. I selected the colors myself, white and black, to keep with the scabbard, and it is live.
Claudia is not allowed to have this unsheathed during the show.
Can we get Claudia sent in? Can we send in Claudia?
Let you excite the puppy.
Here. Oh, put this, please.
Oh, what's that? No, it's just a toy. It's just a toy.
It's a heavy toy.
But before Claudia gets
You know what
here,
else is a toy? VR.
Claudia gets in, we have
That's heavy too,
we have
and
this
really
Nice
expensive.
little derringer for Lauren is Miss J. It's a nice little pocket gun she can hide on her. It's got 2 shots. It's very.
Yeah, you're running out of time, Claudia. So all of these gifts are from Ares, and I think we'll do a proper presentation right now.
I should mention that I couldn't have done all of this without Arslan's help.
Thank you, Arslan.
Yes.
Is this for me?
Give it to her.
I think so. Don't listen to him.
Wait, is it a real, like a real?
It's a live blade. Yes.
is an actual katana.
It is made of metal. It is not sharp. It is a practice blade, but it is a live blade. Yes.
Can I open it like half?
A half inch.
For now.
Oh!
No, put it back. Put it back.
I feel like I'm a freaking samurai. How do I open it?
No, you ask that question, you do not take that sword out. You ask that question, that sword stays sheathed.
But it's so pretty because it's got shinies on it. And oh my
Yeah.
god.
So I know you told me that you had things on it.
Mhm.
So and then I added D6 for Shadowrun.
Oh my god.
And then I saw a Fang for Fang.
Oh my god. You took so much care into all this.
Absolutely. This took so much planning. I mean, you give some of the credit to Arslan, but there's so much here that even if he did 50% of it, the other 50% is still absolutely amazing. And
Yes.
you've done a wonderful job, wonderful attention to detail,
This
and
is amazing.
it is an incredible gift for all of our Shadowrunners.
Alright, why don't you
So
take all of these out to the runners so they'll be ready by the show.
All right.
Time of the show.
and I believe this goes with the.
Oh my.
Did you see the?
Oh, it goes with
There's
it.
a wolf on it.
Oh my
Blade.
god.
Okay.
Okay. This is fine, guys. It's. Oh my god.
You are not allowed
I
to
will
unsheath
not
that
open
sword.
it until I
So-
Google it.
Until
So-
you Google what? How to open a fucking sword?
Yeah.
So
oh my god. This is why I did not want her having a she just said she's going to Google how
I
to
know.
open a sword.
I know.
We are not allowed to give her sharp objects.
I know.
This is known.
I know. So what was up with that video at the beginning of Corporate Sins? Like, there was a video that was shown. Where did that come from?
I don't know. So apparent no.
I can open it now.
Get out. Okay, we don't know what happened. Apparently there's been an issue with our internal media server, and apparently someone got through and trolled another corporation. Unbeknownst to us, someone broke through our kind of database. It's not very well protected. It's not really that surprising. So as of right now, for the next 4 months, because it's going to take us that long to fix it, apparently, from what I heard coming down the wire, all media is now kind of able to run freely.
So you're telling me that basically chances are what happened is a team of Shadowrunners did a run or got hired to do a run to hack our network.
Basically, our
The
network
people
has been
running
hacked.
the Shadowrun show.
Our network has been hacked. We are now we had a video apparently that someone that will remain unnamed, Pete Wiz, sent into our server and trolled the system. So now the system's open, and the system being open means that we can't stop you from posting your corporations in the chat room. We can't stop you from making videos and posting them on our channel, apparently, because we don't check anything and just play fucking videos for no reason. So that means all bets are off. There will still, those purchasables will have to be adjusted because we can't charge you for something that you can just freely do, apparently. And I was told right before I came in here that another video popped up in our system.
Oh, geez. Another video.
Another video popped up in our system. Not one, but now a second video. So, Joe, I guess go ahead and play that video that popped up in our system. Go for it.
What the heck was... Okay, so... Wow. All right. Jeez. So I guess we're gonna need a new head of Shiawase? Did I get that right? Is Arizlan dead? Like, the door's still open. Somebody? Anybody? So actual Arizlan is still in chat room. So actual
I
Arizlan...
volunteer as tribute. I will take it for you, Arizlan.
Please, security.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Fired.
Close the door. So actual Arizlan, to be clear, is okay. But Shadowrun Arizlan has been killed, evidently, by unknown sources. So, wow. Yeah, we're going to need a new head of the Shadowrun Megacorp. This is craziness. We've had the head of Ares in here giving things to Shadowrunners, giving weapons to Shadowrunners, one of which is Claudia, and then now we have the head of Shiawase is killed. I don't even know who's going to be submitting the action report for tonight for the corporate wars. This is chaos, utter chaos. I don't even know where to go from that. So I'm just going to dive right in to the action report. I don't know how we're gonna have to find somebody else to do that tonight, because Arizlan is no more in Shiawase. Arizlan is no longer the head of Shiawase because he's dead. This is problematic. But nevertheless, let me swipe. All right, swapping over to the action point totals. And last week we added on a new way of calculating action points. We added corporate investments, and corporate investments are an additional, not corporate investments, excuse me, corporate market capital. Misspeaking. Corporate market capital accounts for an additional 25 action points per cycle of the metagame. And those action points, of course, can be used for any number of things. Doing research, attacking other corporations, hiring Shadowrunners, doing defense or espionage, or attacking other corporations, or hiring Shadowrunners. All of these wonderful, wonderful things. But these action point totals, we had added an additional 25 last week based on basically our best market, our best estimate on how each of the corporations is doing in the corporate metagame, and that's market capital. So, without further ado, the totals, Shiawase still in the lead because Arizlan apparently just got killed, but still 25 action points this week for Shiawase. It does cap at 25, so you can't get more than 25 per week per cycle for the action points. So they capped at 25. Neonet came in at 17, Seder Krupp at 14, Evo at 12, Ares and Wuxing both at 11, As Technology, Horizon, Mitsuhama all at 9, and Ranraku follows at 8. So everybody getting more action points this week than they've seen in previous weeks. So super interesting there. Very cool. I've got a bunch of news to read, but I want to make sure that I do a quick rundown of a new development that we're working on with the corporate metagame that I think is really cool, and I am calling them chaos elements. And chaos elements are little things like the new thing with the lottery, where even if you don't win Mfek if you don't win the lottery, if you win the lottery, you get Mfek hired as your running team, but just entering the lottery, you get a Shadowrunning team at your disposal for the length of time that MFAC is on their run. So that allows you to do a variety of things that you need to roleplay to me as the GM of the metagame in such a way that you make me want to give you things, because that's basically how it works. There's some random chance and there's some variables involved, but the main thing there is that you role play. You think up what you want those runners to do, what you want their goals to be, and then I work on how that is going to secretly affect your corp or other corps' market shares. I will not be sharing those numbers publicly, and that adds a little bit of chaos to it. It allows numbers to get changed a bit so that in a non-public way, so that it makes everything across the board more difficult to track. That's one way to do it. We're also working on a couple of roles within the game that that will be chaos elements in themselves. People or positions that people can hold that will affect the game in unpredictable ways, hence chaos elements. So these are things that we are rolling out every single week. There's a new one every single week, and I'm not always going to tell you exactly what it is. I'm gonna let you guys figure it out a bit. So that's theirs. I only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to try to power through the news until Joe tells me otherwise. And I will start with As Technology. Pleased with the huge hit their new RPG Corporate Bliss was, As Technology now brings you the first product in their new Break Room Stories line, Mailroom Mayhem. You and your fellow interns were hired to work in the mailroom of the TTG Incorporated, an international shipping firm based in Mexico City. Mexico, known for its scheming, high stakes, and cutthroat business practices. There's only one hitch. They've brought 5 of you in to fill 2 positions. Will your group play along with their games, letting them pit you against one another to find out who is best suited for the job? Or will you get together and show them the best and most profitable course of action? We'll be hiring all 5 of you. And how do you know everyone has the same goals? The assistant manager, Margaret, has her eyes on all of you and is just looking for a reason to flex her muscles. Then there's Chris and Mike, who know all the tricks, but how will you get them to share? From Jen the gossip, to Ben the mailroom jokester, to Jeff the grumpy old bastard who hates everyone and is waiting to retire, the break room story is filled with interpersonal relationships to navigate and chance. Okay, we're wrapping up already. So, if you have questions about the corporate metagame, I'll try and be in the chat room, but that is it for corporate news. Enjoy the main event, Shadowrun Corporate Sins, and I will see you at the end of it for the action roles that each of the corps take. Enjoy the show, everyone. I am still alive. So, he told me to wrap it up. Joe, just shut it down. Shut it down, Joe. Or the computer is freezing. So, Oh dear.
Like I fill the silence with me eating pork buns.
So who do you think is going to be Shiwase's new
New rep?
rep? You
Not
gotta talk
me.
right into the microphone.
Not
Hypercar,
me,
do it.
because Shiawase has let a janitor fire me at least like 2 or 3 times.
That's true.
And even though that janitor's gone,
But is it not true that that janitor was actually an AI space
well,
dragon?
here's the thing: the fact that they would let that happen, I don't like that. So Shiawase, you're gonna have to do a lot to get me back. Meanwhile, other corporations, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm a free agent now.
Apparently, you have actually been fired. All right,
All right, yeah.
shutting it down.
Space
Joe,
has been filled.
head on over to the main event. Enjoy the show, everyone.
Pork buns, everyone.